In Islamic ethics akhlaq, pride known as kibr is considered one of the destructive vices of the heart. It is the internal feeling of superiority over others, while ujub vanity is the internal marveling at one's own attributes without necessarily comparing oneself to others. Two of the most influential scholars to dissect this topic are Imam al-Ghazali and Imam Assayuti. Imam al-Ghazali, The Anatomy of the Soul. In his magnum opus, Ihya Ulum al-Din, The Revival of the Religious Sciences, Imam al-Ghazali dedicates an entire book to the condemnation of pride and self-admiration. First definition and essence. Ghazali defines kibr as a state where a person feels a sense of self-importance and looks down upon others as inferior. He distinguishes between the inward state, the feeling of superiority in the heart, the outward action, the manifestation of that feeling through behavior, arrogance. Second, the 7 causes of pride. Ghazali identifies 7 primary worldly and spiritual perfections that lead to pride. Knowledge, the most dangerous form, where a scholar feels superior to the ignorant. Devotion, when a worshiper feels they are better or closer to God than others. Lineage, boasting about one's family or ancestry. Beauty, pride in physical appearance. Wealth, set, feeling superior due to financial status. Strength, pride in physical might or health. Followers, ATB, pride in having a large number of students, fans, or social influence. Third, the remedy, lie. Ghazali suggests a bitter medicine approach involving 2 steps. Theoretical, recognizing one's humble beginnings from a drop of fluid and one's ultimate end dust. Practical, forcing oneself to perform humble acts, such as serving others or sitting with the poor, to break the ego. Imam al-Suyuti, classification and traditions. Imam al-Suyuti, a master of hadith and law, approached pride by documenting the prophetic traditions and classifying the types of arrogance in works like Al-Jami al-Sagir. First, pride against truth versus people. Suyuti emphasizes the famous hadith. Pride is disregarding the truth and looking down upon people. He argues that pride isn't just about how you treat others, but about your receptivity to truth. If a person rejects a correction because they feel they are above the person correcting them, that is the essence of kibr. Second, the levels of pride. Suyuti classifies pride based on the target of the arrogance. Pride against Allah, the most extreme, for example, Pharaoh, where one refuses to worship or submit. Pride against the messenger, refusing to follow divine guidance due to human ego. Pride against people, treating others as servants or insignificant. Third, moral consequences. In his commentaries, Suyuti highlights that pride is a thief of virtue. He references the concept that even a mustard seed's weight of pride in the heart can prevent entry into paradise, as it stands in direct opposition to the humility required for true faith. Key differences and overlaps. Aspect, Imam al-Ghazali, Imam al-Suyuti. Focus, psychological roots and spiritual surgery. Hadith-based classification and legal implications. Primary work, Ihya Ulum al-Din al-Jami al-Sagir, Tafsir al-Jalalain. View on knowledge warns that knowledge is the greatest veil for the proud. Emphasizes the duty of the scholar to maintain humility as a protector of the Sunnah. References: Al-Ghazali, Ihya Ulum al-Din, Book 2, 9 Condemnation of Pride and Self-Admiration. Al-Suyuti, Al-Jami al-Sagir, under the chapters of Kibr and Kuluk. Al-Suyuti, Al-Dur al-Manthur, Tafsir of verses regarding Iblis and Pharaoh. Note: both scholars agree that the ultimate antidote to pride is marifa, knowledge of God. When one realizes the greatness of the Creator, the greatness of the self naturally dissolves.